Sorry about that. The stream totally just broke. That was really bad. Okay, let me get back to where we were because we've got earnings coming up in 2 minutes. We've got Restoration Hardware, GameStop, Uipath that we're going to cover. I want to quickly just give a little recap of some of the things that we talked about. I think there are going to be opportunities. I might make a more thorough video on this later, but I think there are going to be some opportunities in Diz, Hood, Pins, Roku, PayPal, Square, Visa, DocuSign, Corsair as potential rebound plays over the next period of time here, probably next few weeks here or something to that effect. And these are plays that I'm looking at. I still think we have a couple big negative catalysts coming up that could give us some temporary adjustments. That would probably be something like somewhere between CPI release, maybe the day before, which is tomorrow, and probably the bigger one is going to be Jerome Powell next week and his conference with Jerome Powell. So, okay, let's see here. We have, we got stocks running into the close, a lot of different momentum stocks running into the close. One of the things that this signals to me when we have volatility falling under 20, it just fell under 20. But also what you have is you have a movement here of, take a look at this, folks. The momentum stocks coming back. The momentum stocks like Backed on virtually no news. DWAC coming back on virtually no news. Funware coming back 20%. On exactly virtually no news. And we know we had that $1 billion infusion there with DWAC, but still that momentum's coming back, and it's a sign of risk coming back into the market. Let's go ahead and listen in here to the close and then talk a little bit more about risk and earnings.
But that stock has really been on the move. You've seen some of the high growth, high valuation techs really recover over the last couple of days. Apple's been a stalwart. As we're going to go out, we'll see if we can get that closing high again, a couple points away for the S&P.
There it is. As Sarah says, not record high, but up 0.1 on Dow, up 0.31 on S&P, up 0.64 on NASDAQ, up 0.8 on Russell. Oh my gosh. It's absolutely incredible. So let's take a look here. We've got Backed. Okay. So we've got Backed closing up 31.19%. It was actually slowing down towards the end of the day, towards the close, slowing down a little bit. We saw it drop to about 28%. Keeps running. It's a sign really of this really big risk on sentiment that we have in the markets right now. And those are times where I oftentimes get a little bit nervous. I do still think we have plenty of opportunities in other stocks. Not necessarily the big momentum ones, but then again, those might see slightly less gains than the big risk stocks. So let's see here. Roku 18% really helped ARK run like crazy today. Roblox, look at that, created another momentum stock that actually ran around the same time as Fun and DWAC originally, up 8.23%. That's incredible. Should also change it over here. Then how do we finish here? Shift Technologies up almost 7%. Arrival is at 840, comes up almost 6.33%. Neo 5.62%. Really incredible. Then we have United Airlines 4.24. Robinhood up 4.36. Oh, nice move there. Look at that. A little bit of a rush towards the end there on Robinhood. Nice. Etsy 3.6. How'd Tesla do? And Tesla after hours down about a third, but up to about 1068 at the close, which at the close, I think that was Tesla up about 1.7 or something to that effect. It doesn't matter so much. Another one I wanted to look at as well was NVIDIA, but let's grab it. Yeah, here it is. Tesla was up 1.64%. Okay, Tattooed Chef 2.59. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have in terms of earnings. So we've got earnings coming up. Earnings. Okay, so first one is Restoration Hardware. Next one is Path. Then we have GME. Okay, let's go to individual company news, individual company news, individual company news. Okay. So we have Restoration Hardware implies a 9.6% move in the after hours. They're going to be reporting here shortly. Uipath is implying an 11.8% move in the after hours. And GameStop implies an 11.4% in the after hours. Oh, it's going to be interesting. So we get our first reports in about 60 seconds. And the first ones we're expecting are GameStop, Restoration Hardware, and Path. So we'll go ahead and take a look at these here. Okay, what I'm going to do as well quickly is I'm going to pull up. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and pull up the last earnings so that we can compare, because sometimes it gets a little funny when they compare year over year or they compare to 19 or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and pull up the GameStop earnings really quick as well. Second quarter. Okay, we're about 30 seconds away from the next set. Lulu has earnings as well. Okay, cool. We'll pull that up. All right. So filing 10Q. Okay, cool. So I've got the 10Q up for GameStop's last set, and that's going to help us with the comparison. All right, here we go. We are now about 10 seconds away from earnings. Okay, earnings coming in. We came in at 1.3 billion. That's a beat on net sales. 1.19 billion was the expectation. That is a beat. Net sales did beat. Uipath has not reported yet. Restoration Hardware raises 2021 outlook. Whoa, raising their outlook. They've also posted their earnings, although I don't have the numbers for that one broken down. But GameStop has a beat on that net sales number. Really, really incredible. It shows that whatever they're doing in terms of sales is actually helping. But so far, we don't yet have all of the detailed breakdowns on numbers here. So the stock's kind of vacillating here in the after hours. If anything, we got what looks like a larger kind of red candlestick here on GameStop. Let's go to Restoration Hardware. Restoration Hardware, 10%. Oh my gosh, on raising that guidance. That is absolutely incredible. This is a sign that the consumer is still really, really, really strong. Wow. That is surprising me. That is a definite surprise. I got to read that earnings call because I'm going to write that down. Earnings call. Why are they so confident in the consumer? Is it just for the end of 2021 or is it all of 2022? That I think is really, 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 really interesting. Okay, so GameStop comes in with a loss per share came in at 1.39 and the loss per share was expected at 52 cents. That's a big miss, unfortunately, on the bottom line. So GameStop misses on that bottom line, which is not ideal. Yeah, Lulu looks like it's tomorrow. GameStop's miss of almost $1 here. I mean, 1.39 was the loss per share, and that is that's 87 cents higher of a loss per share than expected. Restoration Hardware's raise, though, on outlook, really, really incredible. Let me go look at the post here of what they have. Restoration Hardware released its reports. Okay, let's view it. Can you believe there's a Restoration Hardware baby and child? It's so crazy to me. I can't imagine spending those dollars. Okay. Yeah, Black Friday already in the books. Exactly. Yeah, I just wonder how they can raise so much. Okay, I'm trying to get their financial results, and their shareholder letter will be posted. I just don't see that it's been posted yet. No, they haven't posted it yet. It's just a press release that they're raising their guidance. That's all they're coming out with right now. So we're waiting for more information on Restoration Hardware's actual earnings. Just raises outlook. That's the only update. That company's done great this year, though. Okay, GameStop falls 2.1% after larger loss on the bottom line. Let's look at their financial results. Yeah, maybe they did just understate guidance. That's a good point. Okay, so let's look at the financial statement for GameStop and then compare that to what we've previously had. So GameStop, okay, this we can compare. See, I want to compare to the last quarter. That's really important to me. So net sales of 1.2, almost 1.3, right? That's what we're looking at. And then if I go over here, the 3 months ended July 31st. They had net sales of 1.183. So they did have growth. I mean, that's quarter over quarter growth. And now this was the period ending October, so you did get a little bit more of a holiday season push here probably. But 1269 divided by 1183, that's 9.5% net sales growth. That's really good. That's not bad at all. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let me see here really quick. Oops. Okay. So cost of sales coming in at 978, which is, let's divide these two really quick. 978 divided by 1296, that gives us about a 75.4% expense. And then here it was 862.5 divided by 1183. That's actually an improvement. It was 73%. Wait, no, that's actually a disimprovement. It's actually a little worse. So they did spend 73% on costs the last time. Now they spent 75%. So a couple percentage points more than. What about selling and admin? They spent 421 this quarter. Why didn't they stop at 420? And then they spent 378 this quarter. So 378 divided by 421. Sorry, 421 is the new number divided by 378. That's a move of, so they spent about 11.3% more in advertising to get about 9.5% more in sales. So that gives you a little bit of insight into some of their docs here. Net loss last quarter was 85 cents. It was a lot more this time. Yeah, this $1.39 is really what's hurting the stock right now. Oh, they do the percentage for you. Oh well. Okay. All right, so that tells us a little bit about GameStop. Let's see how the market's reacting, if there are any other updates posted, especially on Restoration Hardware, since we haven't gotten the numbers yet on that. Okay, Uipath just released. Uipath EPS comes in at 0. They were expecting an EPS of negative 3.9. That's a beat. EPS has a nice beat on Uipath. That's great. Restoration Hardware hanging out at about 10% right now. But, oh, look at it fall. Path is actually falling on this news. GameStop's down about 5%. Where's Path? GameStop down now about, yeah, it's really fluctuating a lot here. Uipath. Oh, there we go. Uipath is down right here with GameStop, both around 4%. Easy clap for GameStop and Uipath. Okay, SoFi. These others are just little fluctuations that we have here really in the after hours. This is not a big deal. Restoration Hardware. This is important for the economy. Is figuring out what the HE double hockey sticks is going on at Restoration Hardware. Every time I see RH, I want to say Robinhood, but I think that's a very big deal. Yeah, let me see here. Restoration Hardware. Okay, here we go. There we go. It's loading now, their report. All right, come on, folks. There we go. Restoration Hardware comes out. Wow. Adjusted EPS, $7.03. The estimate was $6.59. That's a nice beat. $7.03 divided by 659. That's a beat of about 6.6%. Revenue comes in at 1.01 billion versus 982 estimated. That's another beat. And then they finally released their shareholder letter. And this is exactly what I want to look at. There we go. It's finally up. Okay. Here we go. Let's look at this together here. Restoration Hardware. Okay, perfect. So what do we got here? Michael W. says Restoration Hardware shows that people are complete idiots with money. People are really good at spending money. Let's put it that way. Let's see here. Okay, so let's see. What I want to see is the guide. Guidance 2021 revenue. That's turning. Let's see here. Well, okay, here we go. We're pleased to report another record results of revenues up 19%. While we believe a conservative view of revenues in the fourth quarter is prudent due to uncertainties posed by the new virus, the power of our operating model gives us confidence to raise our outlook for 2021 for a third time this year. Holy moly. We expect to grow at 32 to 33% versus our prior outlook of 31 to 33%. Okay, it's a tiny little upgrade. Wow. That's it? A little 1% increase? 1 percentage point increase? Yeah. I mean, hey, you know what? Good for them. They know how to make money. Let's look at this here. So they spent 23% on sales and advertising. It's less than what they spent in the prior 9. In the last 3 months, they spent about 50% on product. How much do they take to the bottom line? I like how they do this percentage. 18%? Dude, that's incredible. 18% for a furniture company? Hold on a sec. I mean, that is really good. Operating margin up to... Yeah, okay, it's a beat on operating margin as well. Operating margin 25.3% to 25.5% versus the prior 24.9 to 25.5. Okay, so they really just narrowed it up to the upside. But let me look at Restoration Hardware growth trajectory here. Yeah, okay, see, next year they're only expected to grow like 8%, 6%, 10%, and 10% thereafter. 31 EPS expected for 2025 at whatever they are now, like $600 divided by 31. Puts them about 20 times. It's not horrible for a company that brings 20% to the bottom line and is growing at, you know, somewhere between 10 and probably 12% average or whatever. Beast. But yeah, that's a little excessive. All right, let's go see how it's behaving here in the afters. Uipath down about 8%. Golly. It's, you know, folks, software multiple compression. How many times have we talked about that in the last like weeks? The software companies are just getting absolutely destroyed. Oh my god. I'm not in Uipath, but it's just so brutal. So software companies are getting destroyed. They're at the forefront of multiple compression over fears of the taper, right? So you kind of saw that some of that pain over at Snowflake. Another one you see that pain is Palantir, right? Being under $20. DocuSign, you've obviously substantially seen that pain. I mean, wow. C3AI, you've seen that pain. DraftKings, you've seen that pain. Look at that. Finally getting a tiny little bit of a bounce over here, but it's been very painful. Pinterest, lots of pain. Robinhood, lots of pain. T-Doc, also a lot of pain. It's been an incredible ride down for the software plays. PayPal, Square. That's why it's so even Lemonade. That's why it's so painful, tempting to go pick these things up. But Uipath doesn't really help with that. Instead, guess what did we say weeks ago? Weeks ago we said, you know who makes money? It's the companies with high margin. They're the ones who make money. And that's literally what we've seen happen. Something else, folks. Something else. And then there's Adobe. Yeah, well. Let's see here. Yeah, that's true. Adobe's done very well. Adobe's great. They print money. They got the high margins too. Oh well. All right, cool. So that covers Uipath. We did Restoration Hardware and GameStop. I would pay attention to the earnings call for Restoration Hardware to see what they say about consumers in 2021. I think that's going to be a big deal. Folks, I got to go. Thank you so very much for being here. I will see you in the next one. Sorry the stream cut out. You got a condensed version today. All right, folks. We'll see you. Bye.